Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be Scan and Larva on Eclipse. This is another amazing RJB replay. Check out a link to his channel in the description, but you know it by heart now. Top right. It's going to be our Terran player. It is Scan. We love Scan. Super nice guy. He coaches Artosis sometimes, and in the bottom left here we have Larva, the terrifying Zerg player. So, I feel like Larva has an advantage here, but once you get to a certain threshold of skill in StarCraft and other skills as well, you can pretty much beat anybody at that level. So, little Korean eyes coming up here from Larva. Larva likes to have fun while playing, and he's just kind of loose and relaxed, as evidenced by his playing StarCraft with his feet a couple of years ago. So no proxies from the Terran. Hatch firsting it. Hang on, moment of truth here. 200, 230. Okay, so it's a hatch first on this two-player map. That's a risk. If this is like a 2 racks opening, Larva could be in for some hurt here. Ah, yeah, that Zerg music. Just makes me happy. Makes me happy all this time. You know why I still cast StarCraft, you guys? It's not because it allowed me to quit my job and live entirely off of YouTube views, because that has not happened, I can tell you that much. It's because I love StarCraft. I love everything about it. I love the Zerg, the Terran, the Protoss, the music, the sound design, the players, the community. Everything about it. It just brings a smile to my face. I can have a bad day at work and come home and be like, you know what? This seems like a really fun game to cast. And then it is. And it improves my mood every time. I never go to bed unhappy because I always cast a StarCraft game during my day. That's it. That's just, it's the rule, man. And when I don't, I feel weird. Like, I went on vacation last week, and you didn't notice because I set up a buffer to cover for that week when I was out of town. But yeah, I'd go to sleep and be like, what am I missing? What did I forget to do today? And it's like, oh, StarCraft. Didn't cast any StarCraft today at all for a whole week. And I was like, oh, I'm jonesing. I'm jonesing for some StarCraft to cast. And anyway, it's a nice feeling. It's nice to have something, a hobby, you know, like a side hustle, a hobby that you really love. And that's what this is for me. So thanks everyone who watches these and makes it something that I can enjoy with other people. I mean, honestly, if I was getting 0 views on these, I would still put them out because I just enjoy doing them so much. But having y'all here expressing your concerns about the cast, maybe I missed something, or maybe you're mad because Dark Swarm is overpowered, or maybe you're mad because siege tanks are overpowered, or, you know, whatever you're talking about. I read your comments. I read every comment anyone ever makes at any point on any of my videos at all. Because YouTube makes it easy for me. Like, okay, I've had people go to my first video on the channel and be like, haha, Falcon won't read this. But nice block there by that drone, by the way. But what YouTube does is it chronologically shows the comments, regardless of what video they're posted on. So if you post a comment on a video of mine from 2015, which is when I started the channel, it's going to show up on my comment list as the first thing posted a couple seconds ago. Hey, Falcon won't read this, but guess what? I do. Because it shows up chronologically on the channel. Anyway, 2-base Spire opening here from Larva. Nothing crazy. Sending some Lings out. It's a nice wall here from Scan. Scan's got the second racks coming in. He's probably going SK Terran on us. Nothing too crazy here at all to start this game. But you know what? That's okay. That's kind of the love of StarCraft 2, is the familiarity and the comfort of certain builds just, you know, being good for years and years. Third hatch coming up at 420. Love that. You know how much I love a third hatch and a macro hatch for Zergs. You know how much I love Valkyries out of Terran against this 2-base Muta opening. Not many Terrans do it. But I don't know. Scan's on the list. Scan has made Valkyries before. Scan has gone for Wraiths before in this matchup. So I wouldn't put it past him. Not that I think he's going to do it, because it's rare enough, even with Scan, that it's not something you can really hang your hat on. Yeah, but Engineering Bay, Academy working on Stim. All's well here. And even just like this sound right here. Just takes me back. Takes me back to the late 90s. You know, when I was a very different person. And that's kind of the beauty of StarCraft, you know? Like, a lot of the stuff that I liked back then when I was 14, 15, 16, I don't like anymore. Right? My tastes have changed. I've grown. I've learned things. I've developed as a human emotionally and all that stuff. But StarCraft is StarCraft. StarCraft is just, it's eternal. And I'll be casting this until the day I can't, which I hope is not for a very, very, very long time from now. Anyway, hey, it's a bunch of mutas. It is not 5 or 6 mutas. It is 8 mutas. It is 9 mutas. It is 10 mutas. It is probably 11 mutalisks. So before these mutas hit, just a quick plug. I am playing Baldur's Gate out on twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin a few times a week. So if you want to watch me play Baldur's Gate as a Paladin, obviously, with a group that involves a Warlock, as this muta stacking is getting some work done here. A Warlock, a Cleric, and then to round it out, we've got a Ranger as part of the group. We have a lot of fun. We laugh, we screw up, we blow ourselves up sometimes by shooting barrels filled with explosive powder. Twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. Come check it out. All right. Yeah, so this is, I mean, it's Larva. He's on that short list of Zerg players that are just elite at this and can use a muta stacking ball to wipe out an entire ball of Marines with stim, right? With stim, without the range upgrade yet. But man, Scan's got a lot of Marines and medics remaining here. He might have to start throwing up some Sunkens at this Nat. I don't know. Larva, the fact that Larva hasn't done that yet, and the fact that he just got scanned of not having any static defense, tells me that Larva thinks he can do this. He can wipe out this whole group. He's working on +1 flyer. He's replacing the mutas that die. And he's getting, boy, 3 Marines per volley here. And yeah, he's replacing mutas. 2 Marines down, easy peasy. And yeah, he's willing to lose mutas if he doesn't have to make Sunkens back home. And I mean, it's tough sledding. These Marines have range now. They've got stim. That +1's going to finish up here fairly soon. Reinforcements join the party. 2 more Marines die. Lings adding incredibly important additional DPS and tanking here. Then yeah, when the micro stops, you know the Zerg player feels like he's got it taken care of. And there you go. Larva feeling good. Didn't have to make any Sunkens at the Nat. No Sunkens at the 3rd. Just getting that gas from the 3rd base. Continuing to pump mutas out. Getting that flyer attack upgrade. This is Soma-esque right now. This might just be disrespect, honestly. This might be Larva being all right, Scan. You're a great player. I respect you on some level, but you're not, you know, Jaedong. You're not Queen, even. Not quite at the very tippy top of the elevation of a best Terran players. Oh, well, I guess. I was listing off Zerg players. Makes more sense. You're not Flash, right? You're not JYJ, ASL winner. You're not Royal, ASL winner. You're not Motive, ASL winner. You're Scanned. And you're a great dude and you're a great player, but I'm just going to keep making mutas until you die, good sir. So this is honestly where Valkyries would be awesome. And we're... Hey, look at me. We got it. Like, making Valkyries is a choice sometimes, and sometimes it's, oh, the Zerg player is going ham on Mutalisk with +1 attack. You know what's pretty good against a ton of mutas? Valkyries are pretty good. So Scan's got 1 coming in. Does he have enough gas for a second one yet? No. He's saving that gas up, though. And second Valk? Yep, second Valk gets started there. All right, Valkyrie pops in. Nice. Really, really good Valkyrie micro there. And the mutas are like, oh, there's Valkyries around. I don't know if I want to dive back in there. Might stop making mutas at this point. You've already forced Valkyries out of the Terran player. The Valkyries are not going to be incredibly useful except against mutas, so let's start pumping Hydras, get some lurkers out, make the Valkyries feel useless against a Hydra lurker army that shows up. Muta said, I didn't miss you taking a third base. Did I scan? And nope, you did not. Scan's on 2 bases still. The double Valkyrie rocket spread, though. Oh, it's delicious. Yeah, look at all of these mutas. So very, very injured. 7 HP on that one. Valkyries killing an Overlord. Okay, fine. You can kill Overlords and mutas with the Valkyries. And Scan says, all right, we got our Valkyrie army. The mutas don't dare engage with us anymore, and there's enough turrets back home that the mutas don't want to go in there either. So, oh yeah, making some Scourge to try to counter the Valks. Oh, bad micro. Bad Valk micro there from Scan. And yeah, Lurkers and Sunkens. Now we're investing, because now there's an answer to the mutas. So now we're going to throw Sunkens up and Lurkers, and yeah, you can't bust that until you got Siege Tanks, or until you have Science Vessels, which now we're transitioning into the Science Vessels. Has Irradiate been researched? I don't think it has. I've been watching the production tab pretty closely here, and I don't think that has happened yet. Mutas and Scourge. I guess wiping out the factory would be pretty good. Ooh, look at this Valkyrie. Nice. Got a Mutalisk there. That was dangerous. That Scourge almost connected. Well, the 2 Scourge. It takes 2. It takes 2, baby. Ooh, Radiate on the way, but also a Defiler Mound coming in from Larva. He has not just been investing entirely into mutas. He's obviously up to Lurkers. He's obviously getting a Defiler Mound. I don't know if he's getting Adrenal yet. No, he hasn't started Adrenal yet. So it's more of a Hydra Lurker Muta Defiler kind of a play. Oh, an Ultralisk Cavern. Okay, never mind. This is a pretty fast game from a tech standpoint from Larva. I mean, he's just happy to be on 3 bases against a 2-basing Terran. Teching up to his tier 3 stuff, trying to get some Ultras out here, trying to stay alive with the Lurkers for now. Getting up a couple of macro hatches so we can produce a ton of Lings. Again, without Adrenal. Nice, nice. Science Vessel control here is insanely important. I know you want to lead with the Science Vessels and Irradiate stuff. This one Muta covering this stack of Lurkers is so good. Usually it's an Overlord that does this, but I guess Mutas can do it too. First time I've seen that, actually. There's Adrenal. There's +1 for the Lings. There's Consume. So Larva just needs to stay alive long enough to get Consume out. Oh, this 3rd base needs some Lurker defense now. Is yeah, so he's like, maybe we're okay with the Zerg player being on 3 bases. We're not going to try to shut it down. Radiate is done. These mutas need to be very, very careful. Where did those Valks go? They come back home? They came back home. All right. I don't know. I kind of like them being here. Yeah, I think you can bust up this ramp. I really do. I think that was probably going to be macro hatch? That wasn't on creep. Must have been. Oh, the Scourge Eradication there. Beautiful move. Beautiful move from Scan. All right. Okay, okay. I think a lot of people clicked on this and said, well, Scan's probably not going to win, but it is StarCraft. And nobody knows what the future holds in StarCraft. Okay, trying to 4th base it down here on the bottom right hand. Yeah, Science Vessel saving up their energy for Irradiate. They're not quite there yet. Low 70s. Ah, picking off Reinforcing Marines. But 1-1, guys. A little bit tankier than just the +1 attack dudes. But guess what's on the way? Chitinous Plating and Plague. Like I said, Larva just needs time. He needs time to get Dark Swarm up, get Plague up, get Ultras out. And all is going to be well with him at the end here. Radiates the Muta just to get it out of the way, but this replacement Overlord is going to come in and try to take the spot. And taking a little bit of irradiation damage too. There we go. Parking right on top there. 1 Lurker, 2 Lurkers up that ramp. Yeah, Marines with no medics, no Science Vessel support. That's not going to happen, boys. Not at all. Okay. All right. Scan. Zerg player's getting that 4th base. Dark Swarm is up. Gonna need some amazing Irradiates here, and keeping those Science Vessels alive is all the key to defeating this strategy from the Zerg Larva. Third base is done up here at the traditional third base location for the top right spawn. I like the burrow. Although science vessel count is high enough that I'm not sure that burrow... Oh, plague. Dude, you knew he was... You irradiated this guy. If you're irradiating a defiler that's wandering up... Oh my gosh. The massacre with the mutas. Ah! Oh, that was beautifully executed by Larva. Okay, so a minute ago, I felt like Scan was probably going to win this thing. I like the position that he was in, but suddenly Plague's out. Dark Swarm is out. Ultralisks are going to start popping. They've got the armor already. They got Chitinous Plating. Anabolic Synthesis is coming in next. Oh, it's Battlecruisers. All right, well, let the Battlecruiser curse be fulfilled or not. I'll tell you, I did cast a TVZ over the last month or two that had Battlecruisers in the Terran 1. So it's not impossible, D-Matrix Marines. It's like, I know you have lurkers up there, but the D-Matrix Marines. Alright. Ling's trying to buy time for the lurkers. Oh, yes. For the lurkers to get some spines down that ramp. Alright, lurker's gone. Where's the Nidus? There's no Nidus defending this base. That's an oversight from Larva. I didn't think he felt like he could hold it with no siege tanks, but instead, D-Matrix was good. Fire Bats. Yes. Good job, Fire Bats. Hold this ramp, Fire Bats. Oh, nice huge Plague. Nice Dark Swarm, but the hatch is already dead. If Scan loses everybody here, he doesn't care. Except as far as he's losing his his science vessel group. They're irradiating to save themselves. Then they get plagued. Oh gosh, run. Run before these mutas can one-shot you into oblivion. Oh. Yeah, and this is it. Here we go. No! Reinforcing Marines! Show up out of nowhere and save the 1-4-2 hit point science vessels. What a killer play from Scan. Okay, new fourth base. Up left side here from Larva. It's already done. He already started that. What is this Scourge control? Ow! Larva! Larva! That wasn't even a great play by Scan, but you know what's a great play by Larva? 8 Ultralisks at a time with Chitinous Plating and Anabolic Synthesis and already 1-1 upgrades in addition. Yeah. These Marines are not in a happy place. They are in a very, very scary place. Do they know they're in a scary place? I don't know. They've been scanning. They've seen the Ultralisk Cavern. They know Ultras are coming. Just gonna have to irradiate those guys and pray. And here they come. Valkyries. Okay. Overhead. Scourge were a better target there, but look at the number of Ultralisks that have been irradiated. And then there are even more Ultras that haven't been irradiated. Well, not even more, but like a couple more that haven't been irradiated. Big cleaves on these medics. Goodbye. And, yep. I don't know. This fifth, well, it was the fourth base once. It's the fifth base now, and it's dead. Ultra's trying to come down and save it, but that is a dead hatch. That's not even a canceled hatch. And this Ultra's just going to be like one shot, one shot, one shot. One shot. Man, you know what an amazing upgrade for Ultras would be? Attack speed upgrade. Imagine if they showed up that group and it was like bam, 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 instead of bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? Ultras would be so much better. I don't think they need it necessarily. Hey, look, it is actually Battlecruisers. There was a small amount of hope that our Terran player Scan made a physics lab, not for the intent, a nice Plague, of making Battlecruisers, but just kind of trying to freak out Larva into thinking that's what was happening, but that's actually what's happening, so. Trying to get a fourth base up here, 12 o'clock is Scan, but there are Broodlings, which aren't going to accomplish anything because they're revealed by the science vessels, and the Ultras are coming, though. Ah! You know what? Larva is smart. I like this. Larva looks up, sees how many Marines there are with +3 attack, and says, I don't know if I have enough there, but what if I wait for 3 more Ultras to arrive? taking down a science vessel, but every Ultralisk dies. 3 Ultra corpses litter the ground here. That's another Plagueorama. Maybe a Consume and a Plague? Nope. Doesn't get anything off. Alright, fine. Larva retaking the 4th base, which technically is a 5th base, but I'm going to call it the 4th and to call this left side one the 5th instead. 135 to 137 supply, pretty even. The Zerg player at 57 drones here. Well, let's get it about 65, especially if you're making Ling Ultra, just for the sheer amount of gas it takes to make that many Ultras for this thing to be viable. You can't just make a couple Ultras and have it be good. Speaking of making a couple tier 3 units, a couple battle cruisers is going to be all right. Oh, gosh. Undefended base. Uh-oh, this is getting nuts. 5th base left side under attack. Oh, Scan says, hold on a second. My 4th base is under attack. That's not good. Run! Get out of there, SCVs. Lift the CC. Irradiate the Ultras. Kill them. Get out of the Dark Swarm. Scan has a lot of things he needs to worry about right now. There you go. And he accomplished all of them pretty effectively. Scourge. 1 BC down. 1 BC down. 1 BC down. Little drop attempt here. They killed a drone. Oh, can this Ultra not fit behind this space? Is he too fat? He can fit behind the space. Never mind, guys. The Scourge exploded on that battle cruiser, so there's fewer of them to kill science vessels. That's pretty good. That's some kind of a benefit. I love Firebats fighting Ultras. It's one of my funniest things to watch, because they are terrible against Ultras, but they're in there, man. They will try to burn them alive. They'll do their best. Yeah, I like where Scan is with this. What is this one? What are you going to do? Send 1 Ultra? Yeah, Larva's like, just kidding. Why am I sending 1 Ultra? Okay, irradiate, split. Okay, only 3 science vessels got plagued instead of 5. I guess that's a win for Scan. Coming up this ramp is just the worst idea you've ever had, Larva. Don't do it, man. But you know what? The Lings are stupid, and they will get dragged up the ramp if they get shot at. Their honor has been maligned. They have to come up the ramp. Dumb little things. More battle cruisers in production. I assume that, yeah, that second BC is long gone. But hey, why don't we sink more gas into more BCs that I guess soak up Scourge that otherwise would be killing science vessels? It seems like an expensive way to do that. Nice. Radiate snipe there. Nice Scourge snipe too. Beautiful setup there from Scan. Really, really solid. Yeah, this is Larva, though. He's going to keep flooding Ling Ultra at you. Wait, no. Ultra. Uh-oh. We're surrounded. You know what that means. Everybody dies. Full surrounds are a GG scenario here. And if this 4th base dies from Scan... Look at these medics are like, you can't kill us. Okay, good positioning. Ooh, is he doing a medics in front hold position play? Sorta. It's kinda working. Uh-oh. Alright, yep, so Scan's falling apart. It looks like this might be it. Science vessels, 2, 3 of them go down there. These Ultras have the full upgrades. Everything they could ever ask for. Ling's in here doing tons of damage while everybody's worried about the Ultras. That's the Ling's power. See, when they take shots, they die. But if everybody's worried about Ultralisks, then Lings get a lot of work done. Especially against bunkers, which don't really... I mean, against 3-3 Crackling, what are they supposed to do? Well, win, sort of. Those bunkers are sort of winning. Radiated Ultralisks doing their biological AoE damage against these Marines. It really... It gives them help, man. I know it hurts them, but boy golly, it's nice. Ooh, more science vessels down. Not good. And the battle cruisers showed up at this 4th base down south. Immediately they got plagued, and once they're dead enough, these Scourge will come in and wipe them out. Although, they're never going to get so low that only 2 Scourge can kill them, so I don't know. Hang on, 83 to 91 supply. Scans at 33 SCVs. Larva's at 49 drones, so... economically, yeah, okay. Look at him. Oh! 2 HP left! Larva! Oh, we're going to replay him. Larva miscalculated how much HP needed to be left on those battle cruisers for the Scourge that he had to kill it. Oh, this is bad. This is okay. This flooding is horrible. And these beasties are dead. Just kidding. 2 HP again. Did he just miss it? I don't know, but yeah, this is when Dark Swarm is at its most powerful. GG scan taps out, and Larva is your winner. Larva wants to stick around and kill SCVs and inflate his score just for a second, and then he's done. GG! GG, Larva gets the win. The battle cruiser curse continues. Amazing. What an insanely good ZVT that was. Well done, Larva. Woof. 6 kills for that battle cruiser. And yeah, this is impossible to defend if you're an SK Terran. Dark Swarm at your base. Ultras and Lings. That's it. That is it. The base is dead. You need to keep them in the middle of the field or defending somehow, but right here, this is overpowered. But Terrans have their ways to keep it from happening. We had Valkyries, we had Ultralisks, we had Battle Cruisers. Very, 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 very fun game. But yeah, Larva just a little bit too much. He had under 100 supply at the end of the game here, but he had a 6th base and 48 workers. And these workers are not mining because of this battle cruiser, but this battle cruiser is dead. He's got 2 HP. So he is effectively dead. So yeah, battle cruiser curse. Not enough Scourge soaked up by him, I guess. 193,000 points to 177,000 points in favor of Larva, outproducing the Terran player by about a 2-to-1 margin here. And yeah, not getting outkilled by a 2-to-1 margin. We've got 12 buildings raised by Larva, 6 buildings raised by Scan, and outspending the Terran player in 25 minutes by 23,000 resources. So, yes, that was it. Economic loss. Incredible. Really, really good stuff. All right, so that was a good game from Larva. Again, not too surprised by the ending here. I think if you had said, you know, put $10 up and say who's going to win this thing, you would have all chosen Larva for sure. But fun game anyway. Battle cruisers, fire bats. Got a ton of ultras, which isn't really common in this matchup these days, and that's a good time. So, GG. Well done. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.